Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of AM in the PM with Amanda and Mark. How you doing today, Amanda?
I'm tatted up.
She's sucking tatted up. Tate,
Tatted up.
tatted up.
A tattoo. I don't know if you
Yeah,
can.
maybe I'll put a picture on the screen.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see from here. Kinda. It's very hard.
Definitely not,
No.
considering you're holding it upside down as well.
Well,
We'll put a picture on the screen.
it's hard to see ourselves over there.
Yeah. So, is that what we're leading off with? You gonna talk about your experience?
Well, I guess before talking about the experience, we can recap the weekend. We just kind of wanted to recap our weekend for you guys and just in general, honestly, because Mark and I haven't seen each other since Wednesday. Yeah,
Hmm. I've lost track of time and
we
space.
haven't seen each other since Wednesday, and it's been a rough couple of days because I've been like a little what is in my mouth.
You got a snake in your boot or a frog in your mouth, one of the two.
I have snakes on my socks.
Weird.
I've been like a little under the weather, I guess you can say. My mom will call it me complaining way too much, but I guess I'll go into that first because I got my tattoo on a bit of a rough day, I would say. But I'm so happy that I pulled through and managed to get it, but I honestly wasn't sure if I was going to be able to. So we'll go back a little bit. On Thursday night, I got Chipotle, and it was like abnormally spicy, as Chipotle sometimes is. But it honestly like wasn't that good. It was weird. Like the chicken was so overly spicy that it like almost didn't really taste like Chipotle. But like I ate it, and it was fine. But like while I was eating it, I could feel the spiciness in my stomach. Now, I'm still kind of unsure if it was like a little bug or the Chipotle that did this to me. But after I left Chipotle, I all of a sudden typically I would say TMI, but it's like I don't like saying TMI because like this shit should be talked about. So like I guess I won't say TMI, but like basically it was all of a sudden I felt like it was going to come out both ends.
Nice.
While I was driving home. So obviously I was terrified because I've heard some horror stories on TikTok about people throwing up while they're driving and stuff. Obviously I'm sure that's like very scary. I mean, it would literally go everywhere if you're operating a vehicle. You know what I mean? Like you have to drive. Like you can't. So I'm like thinking in my head, okay, I could go stop at Getco. I could do this, do that. But like the reality of it, I didn't want to throw up. And like at that point, I felt like if my head hit the toilet, I would have thrown up. But like I was in the car, so Mark and I know this girl on TikTok. She does all these cool hacks, and one of them is if this is funny because I just asked you not that long ago, like what is that? I need to know that. Like I swear it was just like the other day, maybe when we were together. Even I don't even know. What is that hack that if you have to throw up, like what do you do? And it's humming. So I hummed all the way home. Somehow, by the grace of God, I didn't feel like I had to throw up. I did go to the bathroom. I won't go into too much detail about the bathroom situation because, like, I could, but, like, y'all don't really need to know that. I don't know why I started saying y'all all of a sudden. My friend Savannah says it over text message, so
Y'all.
I used to yell at people when they say y'all because we're a yin's place, not a y'all place. So basically, yeah, I stopped myself from throwing up, and then I felt fine, had therapy. I still felt kind of sick during therapy, but then basically ever since Thursday night, I just felt ill. Almost called off work, texted my boss. Um, somehow by the grace of God made it to work. I felt a little shitty at work, but like nothing crazy. I mean, it was like off and on, I would say. And like, God. Oh, and then Saturday, I obviously thought I would feel better by Saturday. I just did. So I went to breakfast with my great aunt Donnie and my mom and Mo. And I couldn't make it through my breakfast. Then I had to go to the bathroom. Like I said, by the grace of God, I did not throw up at all.
You gotta stop saying that.
But
By the grace of God.
I didn't throw up. I'm just okay. And yeah, so basically Saturday I couldn't really eat anything. What did I eat? I barely ate breakfast, and then we went to Sam's Club, and that was just fucking horrible. I needed to leave, and my mom made fun of me for complaining, but whatever. And then I went home, and I still couldn't really eat anything. I had a bowl of cereal, but then by that time, the tattoo was in 2 hours, and I felt like I was dying. I also got my period on Saturday, so I also normally feel like I'm dying in general when I had my period, so I think the combination of the two was just like exploded. And yeah, but I rested for a while. I got excited, changed my clothes, and I was ready to go get the tattoo. So
Nice.
yeah,
You gonna talk about the
I'm
tattoo?
gonna continue. I just felt like I kept talking. I didn't know if you wanted to say anything.
I don't know. I'm just.
All right. So then,
Keep going.
so then we get to the tattoo shop. That was called tattoo place, tattoo shop. Three Rivers Tattoo in Millville. As soon as like we got there, I just felt like safe. It looks very like it just smells clean, looks clean. The whole atmosphere and the vibe is nice. My friend Abby goes there, so that's why I wanted to go there. And I also asked my friends for recommendations of places with writing. I got my Pap's handwriting that I had from a birthday card from not last year, the year before, and it says Pap love you in his handwriting that he signed the card. So I got in there, signed a little waiver thing. I didn't really read it, which is kind of fucked up, but signed the initialed and all that jazz. I mean, I kind of know what it says, I guess. I guess you should always read a waiver, but I felt like I knew what it said. You know, permanent fucking ink in your body, all the jazz, you know. There was a guy, his name was Ryan. He was doing my tattoo. I didn't like schedule with any specific person. I probably, if I get another one, I probably would, but I didn't schedule with any specific person. So he came out and he copied the card in like a little copier thing, and then he brought it back out. He asked me if the size was good, placed it on my arm. I said I thought it looked good, and then like he took it off. So like when they take it off, it like looks like you already have the tattoo, obviously, but it's like in like purple ink normally, not like black, but like you can see what it would look like if it's on you. Look at it. I'm like, okay, that looks good. It was very quick, and it was nice. Like, you know, he was helpful because I was a newbie, but I liked how he treated me like I wasn't a newbie. Like it was just like, get in there, do it, let's go. You know, like obviously I'm a newbie, so I don't know what people usually are like, but I don't know if some tattoo artists are like, oh, it's your, you know, they like ask you about like, oh, this is your first or whatever. But I liked how it was like quick and to the point. Got back there. They like clean your arm with some shit, like I'm assuming alcohol and stuff. And he's like, I don't know. Then I put my arm on the thing. Obviously, like shit's getting real right there. Like, Um, and he said he'll tell me what he tells everyone when they first get a tattoo. The worst part about it is the feeling right now, like how you feel before you get it. Because, like, I mean, you don't know what it feels like. And then, like, afterwards, it's a sigh of relief because it's like, now you know. And I definitely agree. Um, and then, obviously he started. I almost wanted to hold Mo's hand. Don't tell him that because he'll be too excited. But I almost wanted him to hold my hand when he was doing it. My mom didn't go back with me. She stayed up front. And he was doing it. And, I mean, it feels like a fucking needle. Like, that sounds stupid, but yeah, it's a fucking needle. And, it's like a needle going, obviously, like, writing a needle. And then at some points, like, the needle is, like, more pressury. But he did it really quick. Like, it was literally less than 5 minutes, I'm pretty sure, because my stepdad took a video of me, and it ended, like, not long after the video. But when he was taking the video, I was just looking at him like, are you seriously still taking this fucking video? Like, you need to talk to me. Like, I'm just sitting here with this fucking thing. No one's talking to me. Someone talking to me. I was like, Mo, talk to me. So then he shut the video off, and I looked over at the guy or whatever, and I saw it. Like, I saw it was almost done. I didn't really want to, like, look, but, like, I just happened to glance over. And the guy was like, well, how does it feel? Like, more or less than what you saw? And I was like, it's definitely more painful than what I thought. Even though, like, I imagined it being the most painful of my life. Like, it was more painful than what I thought. And he's like, well, does it make you feel better that it's almost over? And I'm like, yeah, because I saw it was almost over when I looked down. And then, like, he did, like, 2 more letters, I think. And that was it. And I was like, yeah. It's definitely different than what I imagined. I honestly, I envisioned it all the way over here. I mean, obviously you guys can't really see where I'm pointing, but, like, over more. And I imagine it to be a lot smaller. I definitely imagine it to be a lot smaller. I didn't expect it to be this big, but we were talking, and I think my pap would want it big because he would want people to see it. Like, how we had that big picture of my grandma that's purple and lit up, and it was like a big thing. I think he would be really happy that people can read it.
Nice.
Mark has, like, nothing to say. My mom's like, what does Mark think about you getting a tattoo? I'm like, I don't know. And, like, quite honestly, I remember I've kind of been, like, thinking about getting one since, like, I'm pretty sure since we got together, because I've always wanted to get one for my grandma. So I guess it's just not that big of a deal. But I guess, like, it's so weird he doesn't have more to say. He said it looks nice. I thought that was nice. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes some weeks we come out here and we sit down, and I'm just tired, not into it.
Well,
And this
I
has
feel
been
that.
this is one of those weeks because the last 4 days have been a barrage of stress, and
Oh, well, maybe you should
I
touch on that.
I have a lot of
Because I don't know what you're stressed about.
thoughts. Yeah.
Okay.
Just a lot of things, and I don't want to necessarily rant and vent, but it's just been a lot of thoughts, and
I mean, I've definitely had many times where I come out here, and I remember my friend even listened, and she's like, you seem so sad. I'm like, I'm probably just, like, dead tired or, like, not into it, and we're just,
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on, Mark? The news to me. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, a little bit, but I understand. Happens to the best of us.
There's multiple vectors of stress for Mark right now. The first one, and the most, I would say, direct, is that I don't know what happened to me 3 days ago. I think I made a pizza, and then 2 days ago, I went to this. I worked. No. Did I work? I don't know what I did. I did something. I didn't go to work, I don't think. And then I ended up going to a festival, and I didn't feel good that day, like, because I have been in a, if we want to go all in, okay, we'll go on. Okay, so I have a problem because personally, I have a mental problem in a sense that I need to feel that I'm doing a lot of stuff. And when I write it down every single day, like all the tasks that I do and the things that I go through. And a lot of it's somewhat repetitive, and I'm quite hard on myself in certain instances. I've been watching movies lately just because I kind of want to, like movies that I've seen before. I watched Motocross the other day. I watched National Treasure last night, like just like randomly watching movies, trying to do some work at the same time and stuff like that. But like that type of shit. And the point is that I'm writing things down that I need to do. And I have bigger things that I need to do and want to do, and bigger tasks that I have written down in different places that I have not done. If I have a task sitting on like a list of things to do for a long time, I think it starts to give me like fucking anxiety, because I feel like I need to get those things done. I need to move forward with Fueled by Progress. I need to move forward with, just, even AM to PM, like whatever. Make more content personally, and I feel like I've been doing a decent job, but it's difficult because when you first start out, when I broke out of employment and I started doing it on my own, there was so much stuff, and I was getting done so quickly. I was setting up all the stuff, and I was like really high. And now I've plateaued, or however you want to talk about it. Like I've come now down, much further down than I was there, and it's starting to like get to me in a sense, not necessarily because I don't think I'm doing enough work. I think I am. I just think I'm kind of hard on myself in that regard. But I've definitely like gotten to the point where I need to do some more things, like do different things. Like we've been talking about delegation for months. So I need to do that. And I've started a little bit here and there, but I definitely need to do that more. And that's okay. That'll come. But the problem really is several fold, because it's multiple things, multiple those vectors. It's not just like you have an issue and it's like it's a block and you can't get through. It's like multiple things are coming together at one fucking time here. And as soon as I get past it all, I think we're going to be great for another period of time, because it's going to be another jolt of energy and difference and stuff. But there's a lot of things coming together.
I'm sorry. I need to like do some deep breaths. Just listening to you talk is giving me anxiety.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. So
I'm over here like.
So thinking about all of that as the run up, a few days ago, I'm thinking about all this, and for something happened. Like I wasn't feeling good, like mentally, not like hurting, but like I wasn't like feeling good. Like I didn't feel. There's got to be a word for it. Like I didn't feel like I was moving forward enough. And then I remember it was that night, and I was like, oh, and then they wanted to go down to this parish festival thing. I was like, okay, so I went down there. I think I'd already eaten or whatever, and then I had like chicken and fries and like a couple like maybe a couple Oreos or something like that or whatever. And since then, so I normally sit anywhere between like 180 and 184. Like I fluctuate in that weight range. I have never felt as bad as I felt the last 3 days. Not like I've definitely felt bad before. If you know us, if you've ever followed any of our shit, like posted on our stories and stuff, like I've felt absolutely awful about after eating like a lot of food. But I have not eaten a lot of food the past 3 days. And for some reason, I think Amanda like gave me her bloating disorder or something like that, because like I felt so weird and so shitty. Like today, I was at like 188 or 189 or something, and I didn't eat a lot of food the last 3 days. So that's just like a, random, side note.
And you think it's because you're extra bloated?
Well, I know it was because I know I was bloated the last like 3 days. I don't know how, But it was like that recurring thing. It's like I woke up in the morning, I was like, okay, I'm pretty flat. But then throughout the day, I was like, I'm way more bloated than I normally am. Like it just you can feel it. And like I said, normally that only happens when I eat like a bunch of food, and then it's like for a meal, and then whatever. But everything else was normal, like bathroom stuff and all that. But like I'm just saying, like that's. But the point is that like it fucked with me like physically and mentally, and I've been like stressed kind of because of that in a way. And like today, like I haven't really eaten that much food today. Like I didn't eat at the restaurant. Then I went and played a hockey game. And like, I drove out there and, like we were out in the sun and everything like that. The team didn't even show up and we just kind of scrimmaged and stuff. So that was like good to get active, involved. And I was thinking like, have I not been active enough this week? I mean, I guess I haven't because I only had like one hockey game or two hockey games. But it wasn't that weird. So I don't know what the fuck happened at this point. I have no idea what happened. And, it's not like concerning because I think hopefully it's kind of like not happening anymore. I don't know. But like I said, I've only really had like a Cliff Bar today, a Body Armor, and a Quest Bar. So, not trying to not eat, but I am trying to be like, why are these things happening?
I think I'm ready to eat. I really feel it in my bones. I have not. So if I told you what I ate, like you would think like, oh, but like I had very small, like the tiniest amount of portions. Like I usually eat like, especially recently, I've been like eating a lot and I haven't been eating. And I'm like, finally, I think I'm hungry where I'll be able to handle a decent amount of food. And I'm like ready, just like, give me the food. Give me the food.
Yeah.
Like, because every time I've been eating, it's literally been coming out the other end, like right after, or my stomach's been rumbling. It's been fucking rough time. But as for the stress thing, I think maybe you're just in a little rut. That really stressed me out, just hearing you express those
I wasn't
feelings.
even done. We're just getting started.
What's up?
Wait, what?
Angelina on Jersey Shore.
Oh,
it's
God.
like, I think it's like she's always like, wootsa, 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 wootsa. It's like something her psychic grandmother says to calm her down. I've been saying it.
All right. Whatever works for you. So
go ahead with your more stressful shit.
Well, I was just going to circle back to what I was saying. Like it's the culmination of several things. It's like all of that stuff that I put on myself, which I'm not complaining about any of that, but that's the situation that I'm in. And I'm at this point where, especially with quick example, the website stuff, I can't do what I'm doing there anymore. I'm giving like websites kind of away for free in a lot of cases. I'm just working so much on different projects and stuff like that. It's taking a long ass time, and I'm not charging nearly enough money for all that. I'm extremely talented. I'm not being a dickhead here. I'm extremely talented at building WordPress websites. I've built probably close to 50. I've had my hands in like 50 of them at this point. So I'm not in any way, shape, or form a newbie anymore. And that's fine, but I need to make sure that I switch my mindset on that particular thing. And I wrote it on my board. Like I'm not doing this anymore. Like I'm not doing websites if it's not worth the money, because I have too many other things that I can do that I could, more things that I can build up. So, just as a thing here, try to hold myself accountable. Simply as I can put this, I'm honestly not, like, I have projects right now. I'm going to do my best to just finish those up, and I'm not taking any more small things. Like, I'll consult people on how to build websites if they're starting out, but like, I'm not taking small projects. Like, they've got to be, I'm talking minimum $3,000 or something, because it just, I put too much time and effort into it. So I can't be doing that, because I could put my time and effort into other things, and it's like probably going to benefit me even more. Like, what I would love to do is, as I finish this, start up FBP more so, because we're trying to get more involved in that, the clothing and everything, and get back on the podcast thing, because I've started to realize, like, I'm good at building websites. I'm doing a bunch of stuff, but like the best thing, let me ask you a question. What do you think my best thing is? What do you think I'm best at? Of all the things that I do, what do you think I'm best at?
You mean like which one is the
like
best?
A skill, like a monetize like a skill that you could do. You don't know what I'm talking
Building websites?
No. No.
I don't know what you're asking, but Fueled by Progress is the best one. What
Well,
are you asking?
no.
What's your fucking
What I'm
question?
saying is life is about realizing what you're good at, right? Self-awareness and like realizing what you like and what you're good at. And I have come to the realization that at least right now, again, maybe it'll change, that the thing that I think I'm the best at is talking, having conversations, and educating people on the things that I know. And the way that I can do that is through Fueled by Progress, but also mainly through my YouTube channel that has kind of just gone by the wayside because I made really good content, and then I didn't continue to make any stuff. So that is, as I transition like away from small little rinky-dink website projects, which a lot of them that I built are bigger, but like I can't, like I don't know. I just feel like a lot of stress in that area. So I'm going to move away from that. I'm going to do that. Okay. And then all of that, I'm going to get off the business talk. All of that though, with the added large vector of when I'm doing things, like I wake up in the morning and some days I'm at the house by myself and some days I'm not, and it's just one room that I have to operate in, and it's not my my/our place. It's just, my parents' house at this point. Like I keep saying this, but that's got to be like the number one priority, because I don't think I can mentally take it anymore. Like we are actual adults operating in childlike environments. So I'm probably like I was at the end of the fucking time frame before, as far as like mentally. I'm absolutely at the end now, and we're still pretty much on track. I mean, it's July, so we could definitely get in by the end of, like, what did I say, September, August? I can't remember what I said. We've definitely been looking. We've been calling fucking places. They don't call us back, this one fucking place. So, but we have definitely stepped up the game, I would say, in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But we need to actually go see some places, and we need to get the fucking. But I don't. Once you get to a place, so I don't think that part takes a long time. This is the part that takes a long time. But I'm bitching and I'm complaining here, and I'm just like kind of venting in a way. But like that, it's gotten to be a big deal. So I think the point of this, maybe the takeaway here, is a lot of life and stress, I think, is not just like the one specific things that happen, but really the timing of a lot of different things. Everything okay over there? You're looking a little weird.
I heard something in my ear.
Oh, maybe it's a fly. But I think what a big thing about life is not just necessarily like one thing or whatever, like, like individual things that go wrong. Sometimes it's like, or not go wrong, but like stressors. It's like the timing of a lot of it, because right now I'm feeling like a lot of them from different places. So I don't, there's always going to be stuff that you have to deal with, but, those are the big ones right now. And I don't know what to say other than they're going to get taken care of here shortly. They have to, because I am exhausted in some areas. Yeah. So, thoughts? No thoughts?
My stomach is currently churning.
Nice.
I hear you. I'm in a good spot right now, so I can't relate.
Can't relate.
No, it's all valid points. I think it has a lot to do with how we're both still at home, and we're both like, I am probably in the best place I've ever been. Like, I may have had a little damper this weekend, but I'm gonna just keep fucking fueling it through as soon as I am 100%. And even tonight we're gonna go to the gym, so I think that in itself will make me feel a lot better. Even though my stomach isn't 100% yet, I need to get back to eating my normal amount of food and back to the lifting and shit. But I mean, I mean, it's stressful. I get it. We need to move out. Plain
Yeah.
and simple. I mean, we're gonna have there's still gonna be some stressful things when we move out.
There's always gonna be stressful things.
There's always gonna
actually
be
probably gonna be a lot more random stressful fucking things at that point.
exactly. But I think we need to. We're ready.
I need a I don't know how to describe it. I need change of scenery is kind of a good way to do it, but like I need another boost in a sense, because yeah, I just can't do it here anymore. I extremely appreciative of obviously everything, but we're past that point. I need something because when we do move out, there's gonna be new stressors like rent, just like paying money for shit, which that's never really been a big one for me. But yeah, I just need I need another avenue, another area, and even moving is fucking stressful though, because I gotta move like a big ass desk and a big ass monitor and a big ass computer. That's annoying, but you do it and then I guess it's there. But I don't know. That whole process is in and of itself is kind of scary for me, because we gotta try to not acquire all of the things in the entire world, because we're not gonna have a lot of space. Deep breathing.
I'm gonna do the thing that I've been doing. I'm gonna take what you said. We're gonna put it back here. I get that,
Mm-hmm.
but there are gonna be some things that I need / want, and you're just gonna have to. You're just gonna have to navigate that. Okay.
Okay.
Donnie was actually just listening to the one episode we had about that, my Aunt Donnie. And we were talking about the stuff thing. So we were talking about the apartment, and she like said word for word. I'm like, oh, you listened to the episode that we, and it was hilarious. I was dying. I'm like, you listened to that one. But the more important thing has nothing to do with anything. What the fuck are we gonna eat?
We're getting Chipotle.
I'm ignoring that. I had a dream about Chipotle last night.
I don't think that was what fucked you up.
We went to Chipotle, and I probably have the bug that they had at work. But we went to Chipotle last night in my dream, and Mark like tried to make me eat it, and I was scared.
Wild.
It was steak. Even worse.
Yeah.
Even worse. I'd kind of rather just get the chicken, even though that's what did it. It was literally just extra spicy. I'm sure I'm going to eat it again down the line. I just have to make sure it's not extra spicy. Because honestly, after speaking with other coworkers, I think it was a bug, and it just so happened to happen at the same time. Even Lauren had like the same sickness a few weeks ago, so I think it's like a sickness. But I'll say this real quick, and then we can possibly wrap it up. But I'm currently staying at Mark's house tonight because we have to take my car to the shop, and it's been making all sorts of crazy noises like a choo-choo train. Of course, now that we made the appointment, it stopped. My brakes are a little squeaky, but that's it. I have no freaking clue what's wrong with it. It's very frustrating. If it isn't done tomorrow, I might have to stay another night, which isn't a big deal, but then Mark has to drive me to and from work, so it is kind of...
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
It kind of
Although
is
kind
a
of,
little annoying.
I'm kind of in the mood to drive you to work and not have to actually go to work, and like just drive up, up there.
You can stop at Chick-fil-A, get some breakfast. Also, I have 2 half-hour breaks, and I totally forgot that I won't have a vehicle. I can't I can't leave. I can't get food.
Forgot about that.
I have to. So we're gonna have to go tonight. We're going to the gym, but we're also gonna have to stop at the store, and get me some food and stuff for tomorrow. I didn't think about that. And even if I would have remembered, I probably would have just been like, we can stop and get something, because I already brought so much shit for 2 days. It would have been too stressful to try to carry food too. Like, what? So, there's that. And I don't know what we're going to eat, because Mark's been having issues. I've been having issues, but I'm ready to eat something, put something in my belly, lift a little bit of weights. I really am not going that hard tonight. It's going to be a very quick little sesh, just a little pump, and call it a night.
Yep. These are cool.
What's cool?
I think everyone should have a podcast. No, I take that back. You shouldn't have a podcast, but you should do weekly conversations with your... I was thinking specifically with your significant other.
No, but I'm serious. What are we going to eat, Mark?
I don't know. Maybe should we decide on air or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we eating here?
I know where we're going.
We're not going to Chipotle.
I know where we're going.
Where?
Guess.
No.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Is it Olive Garden?
I didn't have anything in mind. Gentlemen, that's a good trick for you.
No, I need to be careful. I shouldn't go to Olive Garden. Although that would be
It's a good trick for you when you're young, because the woman has no preconceived notions. But as you get older, it's tough, because then they try to play games. So I said, guess where we're going. I say, hey, this is where we're going. Guess where it is. And then they think of something. You know, in an ideal world,
maybe we should go to Olive Garden.
I'm explaining to the people. In an ideal world, she would say the thing that she wanted to go to, because that's her first guess, and then you'd be like, oh my God, that's it. But that doesn't really work when you've been together for a while, because then it's like, guess where we're going, because they think that you picked it, but they don't say where they picked, because they're actually saying where they think that you picked. It's a whole thing. It's psychology. So it doesn't work all the time, but I
definitely can't eat a lot of food, but like carbs is what I need, because it helps me not have like the fucking shits. Sorry, I know I said I won't say TMI, but I still won't say it. Oh my God, Mark.
That was a good noise. Good mouth noise.
That actually, maybe. I don't know where else to go.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fucking Denny's. Like, I was thinking maybe like Denny's, like something simple.
I don't know. I'm in this place now where I haven't had nearly enough food today to fit my caloric intake, and I'm concerned that when I eat this meal that we're gonna have, I'm gonna feel like shit.
Well, we have to keep in mind we're going to the gym after.
Right? Yeah. That's difficult.
That's very important.
Yeah, that's not good. So
maybe we'll decide off the air, because we're a little. I don't think we know, guys.
Yeah. It's hot in here, and I
think we're indecisive.
Yeah.
It's going to take some time. It normally does take a while. Mark never fucking knows.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
What? It's Sunday, buddy.
That would have been perfect. The French fries. No. I don't always allow myself to get Chick-fil-A French fries because of my stomach issues and stuff like that and such.
Yeah. Every time.
All right, guys, we gotta go. It's hot as shit in here. I'm sweating to death.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, listen. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We really do. We got links in the description down below. If you'd like to purchase some merchandise, AimInThePMPodcast.com/shop. If you rep it, take a picture, tag us in it. We'll gladly share it on our story, something like that, If you'd like to ask us a question, there's also a link down there for that. We don't get nearly enough of those, but that would be great if we did get more questions. So thank you for sticking with us. We're working. We're doing different things. This is fun for us. We enjoy it. We hope you do too. But other than that, we'll see you next time. This has been another episode of AM and PM with Amanda and Mark. Thank you so much, as always, for listening, and we'll talk to you in the next one.